I'm Minik Rosing. I'm professor of geology here at the Natural History Museum at the University of Copenhagen, and I work on how life has influenced the fate of the planet, but also how planet nourishes the life that lives on it. So glacial rock dust is the basis for the marine ecosystem. It provides mineral nutrients for the organisms that live at sea. But to humans right now, it's mainly a nuisance because you get stuck in it when you sail your boat or wade in it with your rubber boots. It is basically rocks that are crushed by the movement of glaciers over the mountains. And the glaciers grind the rocks into very fine powder and flush it out with the meltwater into lakes and fjords where you can find it in large accumulations. I came up with the idea that glacial rock dust may serve a function because I found it really irritating that you have this enormous mass of material in Greenland that had absolutely no purpose. And at one time I actually nearly lost my daughter. I lost her rubber boots, but also nearly my daughter into this mud. So I thought this can be used better. And what could it be used better for? I think we all know that the tropical soils are poor in mineral nutrients, and that's the source of poverty and malnutrition in the tropics. So if we could transport this material from Greenland to the tropics, we could solve a problem in the tropics, and we could also create a business in Greenland. If we look at a world map like this NASA map of crop intensity, we can see that all the major areas of productive agriculture is along the margins of the ice cap during the past ice age 10,000 years ago. At that time, the ice never reached into the tropics, and therefore they didn't rejuvenate the soil, but we can do it with transporting the glacial rock dust from Greenland to the tropics and thus revitalize the soils like the glaciers did it here in Europe and North America and Asia. In this project, we of course collaborate with many people throughout the world, and especially University of Sao Paulo and Embrapa in Brazil. And by doing so, we basically get ground truths. Does this work in the real world? And also, why does it work? We get that from our research partners in the labs throughout the world. Our research partners in Greenland are investigating these deposits around Nuuk. So basically our research is also taking active place in Greenland, and Greenland is a part of this project right from the beginning. In this satellite image of the Nuuk region, you start to see again enormous deposits everywhere. So just about everywhere you look, you can find these enormous deposits, and each of them contains hundreds of millions of tons of this material. So it's basically just to pick a site and start filling the ship and take it to wherever your customers are. So that's really attractive. Starting a business based on rock dust is a kind of mining, but it is a very low-tech kind of mining. So it's something that the Greenlandic workforce could go right at. It doesn't require new infrastructure. It doesn't require any large investments. And I think also what's really nice about it is that it's socially and environmentally without adverse effects as far as we know. And you can say that you can do well by doing good. You are actually extracting something that is a resource that will be solving a global problem rather than creating a new one.